Welcome to the Short Funk Podcast. I'm Tom Barbalet, and today, not having a yearbook. I was watching a documentary on Netflix about Kitty Genovese, who was murdered in New York City in the early 1960s, and associated with her brother's experience in Vietnam, and also trying to come to terms with her sister's murder now in the 2010s. And I noticed the fellow's high school yearbook was used as a reference photo for the gentleman. I didn't have a high school yearbook. In fact, the whole experience that I had at high school was very curious. I was part of a high school that was a combination of high schools. In fact, the year that I went to high school was the year that they combined maybe 5 high schools together. So there were lots of kids from lots of different areas, and that created, factionalization. It just wasn't a particularly pleasant experience. High school in Australia is from years 7 through to years 10 in the ACT in the Australian Capital Territory. Most of the time it's years 7 through to 12, but the last 2 years in the ACT are called college, because basically it's either where you pick up, well, if you're going the last 2 years, you're only going to attend university, so it's like the tertiary entrance for university. In any case, attending high school, we suffered a number of cuts. I was studying music, and then they cut the music class, and they progressed to cut a number of other classes that I was attending. And when we came to our graduation year, and historically the graduation year would have given a yearbook so you could go through and actually see photos of people that you went to school with, we didn't get the yearbook, which meant this catalogue of people, knowing people's names and seeing their photos and all these kind of things, was just completely lost. Now, for me, I don't have particularly good memories of Australia anyway. I mean, not to say that I have bad memories, although I have bad memories, but that I just don't have many memories of Australia. And I returned to the fact that if I'd had a yearbook or some means of actually looking at photos and seeing names, these things would seem a lot more relevant to me, but I just didn't have any connection with any of that. So I wonder if my other peers, the other people I went to high school with, have a similar view. But looking at this fellow's high school photo taken in the 1960s, mid-1960s, I thought this really is a part of my life that I just have no connection with. My wife talks very positively about her experiences in high school. I mean, not all positively, but she actually has memories of high school. Whereas for me, it just seems to be a series of kind of blunt force memories, nothing too detailed, and certainly with regards to people's names and who they were and where I was in their year and these kind of things, just doesn't fit together in a coherent sense. It'd be nice to have a document to memorialize this thing so I'd know at least who my peers were. Facebook has kind of been that in some regard, but it just hasn't done a particularly good job. And the whole thing seems rather strange that, teachers that were already in the process of ignoring a bunch of stuff just decided no yearbook for them, and basically erased my high school experience accordingly, which might be a good thing. Tom Barbalet in San Jose, signing out.